What is up, my fellow subscribers? First of all, let me just thank you for smashing over 1.5k likes on my previous video. You guys showed that you support the channel, and that is pretty fucking awesome. So thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. So Infinite Warfare is going to be the next Call of Duty, but you know what? No one cares about Infinite Warfare because Call of Duty 4 Remastered is going to come out with Infinite Warfare. It seems that if you buy the Prestige Edition or Hardened Edition, whatever it's called, of Infinite Warfare, you will receive Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and that is epic because, I mean, to be honest, I'm not feeling, I don't have huge expectations about Infinite Warfare. It's gonna have bunny hopping, whatever. It's an Infinity War game. Probably hit detection is gonna be good. The kill streaks are going to be fun. Maybe there's a chance the game is going to be good, but at the same time, I'm not super excited like my boy T Martin. All right, you know, in fact, I'm not excited at all. To be honest, I don't care at this point. I don't care about Infinite Warfare because Call of Duty 4 Remastered is going to come out. So if I don't like that game, I'll have Call of Duty 4 to play one more time. Even though I've played that game I've been playing that game since 2007. I played that game for like 2 years in a row. Call of Duty 4 is epic. I love that Call of Duty. In my opinion, Call of Duty 4 is the Call of Duty that took the franchise to a whole new level. Even though we cannot forget about Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3, which are the Call of Duties that started all. They are pretty much the foundation. They are the frame, and Call of Duty 4 is the picture. It is the masterpiece. So I'm very glad that Call of Duty 4 is going to be remastered because a lot of people are going to have the chance of playing this game at its finest, at its full fucking power for the first time. Because a lot of people who started playing Call of Duty back in Black Ops 2, I don't know, Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever, they probably heard many stories about Call of Duty 4. They heard the big YouTubers, the old school YouTubers talking about Call of Duty 4 and how great the game was, and they watched probably some biblical gameplay of Call of Duty 4, and then they were like, man, let me try this Call of Duty. Everyone is saying that it was the best Call of Duty ever, this and that, whatever. Let me go buy this motherfucker. But instead of finding, most of you, instead of finding a biblical masterpiece, what you found was something else. You found a game with a low population, with a low player population, whatever, online. You found a game filled with disgusting hackers, and you found a game, most of you, that you can't even play because whenever you try to go online, you get that stupid ass message on the screen saying downloading game settings, and you just can't do anything. So this time around, you were left with a bad taste in your fucking mouth, but this time around, you will have a second chance with Call of Duty if you buy this Hardened Edition or whatever it's gonna be called. So I hope they don't add anything to the game, alright? New guns or whatever. I want to use the original guns. I don't want any fucking annoying attachments. I don't want pretty much any bullshit added to the game. I just want them to fix a few problems. Actually, I want them to add 1 or 2 things to the game, but most likely it's not gonna happen. So thing number 1 they need to have in Call of Duty 4 Remastered is the host migration. Call of Duty 4, the original Call of Duty 4 didn't have the host migration, and once in a while people would get mad when they were getting destroyed and they would leave, and because there was no host migration, the game would simply end. So that kind of sucked. And but to be fair, let me tell this right now. Back in the day, I don't remember people quitting that much, alright? So I think that noobs back in the day were more tough. They could take a beating because, they didn't really care about stats. They didn't care about dying. They just wanted to get their little UAV. They just wanted to get 1 or 2 kills and they would be content, alright? They would be happy no matter how many times they died, alright? If they were able to get those 2 or 3 little kills, they would be happy. So that was cool, alright? There was no YouTube. They didn't have fucking nerds brainwashing them to just die less than 5 times every time they play. If they die 6 times, even though they might get 50 kills, the game is garbage because they died 6 times or whatever. They need to keep a 3.5 KD or higher, otherwise they're fucking noobs. Back in the day they didn't have people brainwashing them, so that was pretty cool back in the day, whatever. Thing number 2, they need to do something about Martyrdom and also Last Stand. These two things were a little bit annoying back in the original Call of Duty, but to be honest, to be fair, it wasn't a big deal, right? To counter Martyrdom, pretty much what you had to do was just run on the opposite direction of the enemy you just killed, so you could never run towards a person you just killed, because most likely he was going to poop a grenade, and that grenade was like a pocket nuke that would destroy your ass if you were too close. Last Stand was a little bit more annoying, but you know, to be honest, only noobs use Last Stand, and it just made you waste time, because you could get a kill, but then you would still be alive for a few seconds, and you're just wasting your fucking time on the ground like a little bit. So people would not really use Last Stand that much. Actually, I believe all freaking noobs just use Martyrdom because it was easy. They would die, they would respawn, and then a few seconds later, most of the time, like two seconds later, they would get a kill, a free kill with that grenade. Now, what they could do is they could nerf these things, alright? They could make the Martyrdom grenade not as powerful, and they could give Last Stand noobs a default, so every time they die, they all use that same pistol, a default, the shitty-ass pistol in the game. Just give them the weakest pistol. Every time they go into Last Stand, they need to use that pistol. And if they're good enough, they might get a kill. If not, then they will get nothing. Next, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have thing number 3. They need to do something about special grenades ×3 and also frags ×3. Pretty much when you use these two things, you are able to use 3 stun grenades or flash grenades and also 3 grenades. Alright, this was very annoying back in Call of Duty 4, but because the flash grenades and stun grenades were very powerful, there was no tactical mask, and the normal grenades, the frags, were also very powerful. There was no flak jacket. So either they need to reduce the damage that these things do, or they need to just pretty much, you know, remove 2 shitty ass perks, like for example Sonic Boom, which makes explosives stronger. We don't need that shit in the game. Remove that shit from the game, put Flak Jacket in the game instead of Sonic Boom, and maybe remove Eavesdrop and give us Tactical Mask. That way we would have something to counter this problem of stun grenade spam and also grenade spam, which was definitely a problem back in Call of Duty 4, the original Call of Duty 4 days. Thing number 4, they need to give us all the DLC maps with the fucking game. I won't believe it if they make us buy the fucking DLC maps again, alright? If they do that, that's a bitch move, alright? That's a fucking bitch move, and it will prove us one more time, alright, that these motherfuckers are money whores. If they make us buy the fucking DLC maps again, it's just fucking insane. So they need to include all the DLC maps with the original game, with Call of Duty 4 Remastered, whatever. Otherwise, it's just, as I said, it's just gonna show them that all they care about is fucking money. So, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, thing number 5 is they should add a 4th kill streak to the game. Now, Call of Duty 4 only has the UAV, the airstrike, and the helicopter, and I don't want them to add new kill streaks and whatever, because that, you know, Call of Duty 4 is not about kill streaks, right? Kill streaks are just a little bonus, and you know, the thing is about running and gunning. It's about you and your gun, and if you do well, you get a little bonus, which is your little UAV, the airstrike, and the helicopter. But I would like to see a 4th kill streak in the game, and a lot of you, I pretty much believe that 99% of you don't know about this, but World at War was going to have a 4th kill streak. You know, besides the spy plane, besides the artillery and the dogs, it was also going to have a 4th kill streak, which was a team-based kill streak, something like that. Pretty much, there were 4 factions in World at War: the Japanese, the American, the British, and maybe someone else, the German. And each team would have its own kill streak. So if you were playing for the British, you would be using a certain kill streak. Your fourth kill streak would be something, and the Japanese, the enemy team, would have as a fourth kill streak a different type of kill streak. That's pretty cool. For example, in World at War, the Red Army had a rocket launcher type of kill streak. It was pretty much like a truck that would deploy rockets on a certain location of the map, I believe. The German had a carpet bomber, which I believe it is it's a plane that drops bombs. The Marines had a B-17 Flying Fortress, which is pretty much the same shit. It's a plane that drops bombs. And the Japanese had the Kamikaze, which I have no idea what it was. It's probably some fucking airplanes just fucking kamikazing into the map, onto the map, whatever. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, 5 things I would love to see in COD4 Remastered, and let me know in the comment section below what you would like to see in that game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Peace out.